Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you're able to get out in nature like Starlight is today, and what a beautiful day. I can't believe it. I am wearing long sleeves and pants because I'm in the shade, but it's a beautiful day. It's a Saturday. A lot of people are out, yay, So anyway, Starlight is always going to inspire all of you to come on out, put the remote control down. You can get off the sofa or out of your bedroom. Yes, get out of your bedroom. So anyway, if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome, and I'm sorry about that loud noise. Right now it's kind of noisy where I am. So if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome, and you can find me on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman. Plus, you can give my videos a thumbs up, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, you can leave me a message down below, beep, 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 and don't be afraid, don't be shy, swing by and say hi to Starlight, and also you could share these videos with your family, your friends, a cat, a dog, and you can also check out my playlist and find me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. So now, yeah, I'm gonna just show you. You might be wondering what pushed the button, but here Starlight is out cleaning her car, cleaning the inside of her car, and so that is what this video is about today. I wanted to make a video on this topic anyway, but I was in the middle of my cleaning and I said, Starlight, you got to make a video. And I'm like, yeah, I got to make a video. And I'm like, hey, you know what? That's right. I want to inspire all of you. This is the time right now. And Starlight goes through this every year. Like if I'm in an apartment or wherever I live, is spring cleaning time. Oh no, Starlight loves that time of year. Most of you are screaming though. So yes, it is time for spring cleaning. This is the time to really go through your houses, not just your house. If you have a garage, I know, isn't that scary? I mean, Starlight has cleaned for many years, like 12 plus years, cleaning for people, and I've seen all kinds of stuff. And when I go to their house though, it's no judgment. I tell them that, which I've seen it all. So on this video, it's about like cleaning up your space, letting go of things that you no longer need or want, letting go of things that you might have stuff in your house and you love. Believe me, I know what this is like. There's material stuff that you could have in your house or even in your car, and it could be somebody that gave this as a gift long time ago. It could be your mom. It could be your dad. It could be an ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend. It could be an old friend that you thought was a friend that's no longer your friend. It could be your brothers, your sisters, your kids, your mom and dad, grandpa, grandma, cousins, anyone. It could have been a stranger on the street that said, here, I have a gift for you, and you didn't know the person. And this is why Starlight is cleaning her car right here, is because it is so good to protect your energy, and that starts with yourself first, and that's what Starlight did today, is letting go of negative. We can pick up negative energy, which somebody did correct me on my YouTube channel on that, whether it's unclean spirits, unclean spirits or negative energy. Still, you don't want to have that in your space. And if somebody gave you something long time ago or not too long ago and it's in your space, you won't believe how many times I had to go through my car and think, where did I get this? And where did this come from? What is my relationship like with that person? I have given beautiful coats. Like one was brand new. Somebody gave it to me, and then, they acted like they called me friend. They're like, Starlight, my friend. wow, it was too quick. I only knew that lady for a month or two. You can't be my friend in a month or two. And I do have some people on my YouTube channel that, we're getting to know each other as far as, communicating and as far as Starlight making videos. But yes, it takes time. So Starlight, is protecting her energy, and right now is a really important time, and no matter when. But to protect your energy. And how about the things that you bring in your house? What kind of things are you bringing in your house, or you have in your house that you've had in there for a long time, and maybe people gave you gifts a long time ago, and you love the gift, but the energy that person had was not good. It was a negative energy. And so when you take gifts from people, I just had a lady the other day that gave me something and even wanted me to, take other things, food. And it's weird because Starlight's, I have people believing that I'm an angel, but, Starlight has so much work to do. So yes, you're going to see flaws on Starlight, and that's okay. That's okay, because guess what? There's no one perfect. Even when you see my flaws on my YouTube channel, guess what? You're not perfect. So no matter who you are, we all have a lot of work to do in our life, in our heart, in our bodies, in our beings. And, it's so important to go in each room in your house. Serious, your house is you. If you did the dream interpretation of a house, each part is a different, part of you as a human being. So your house is very important as far as what kind of energy are you bringing in your house. You could have problems in your house, not understanding, why am I having all these problems in my house? Everything was fine until a certain time of the year, and then everything went downhill. And that could be because somebody could have gave you something, and that it's like if I had the virus and I had my germs all over it, and here I'm going to give you this gift, with all that negative energy or whatever, and then you're bringing it into your home. Well, no matter how beautiful it is, I gave beautiful clothes, beautiful coats, boots, brand new boots, never even really was worn, and I gave it all away because I had to let it go. I had to get it out of my car. So that is what Starlight is doing. I'll just show you. I am cleaning my car. I got things outside my car here to get everything clean. So it is so important that you go into each room in your house, each room, get some boxes, get some bags, start going in your, start with one room, and, go look at every item that you have and clothes. Anytime that you go in your bedroom, look at, okay, where did this come from? When you go in the bathroom, is there things that people gave you in your bathroom that did not come from a brand new store? And this is a tough topic, because guess what? People love material values. They love to hang on material things. And I know what it's like. I had to let go of everything in my apartment, all my arts and crafts. I collected arts and crafts for years. I had so much, I could have had a store, and not kidding. I had lots of stuff, art stuff, art supplies, artwork. I had to let it go. I had family members that made gifts and gave me them, or things that I bought from family members that they made, and I had to let it go. And it was painful. It was. I loved what I had, but the energy, is because every time I look at that item, I thought of that person, and that energy is in my space, in my house. And so you want to go, anytime you go in your bedroom, anytime you go in the kitchen. Starlight was, I loved collecting kitchen toys. Starlight loved kitchen toys, that was something that Starlight loved, because I loved cooking all kinds of stuff. But where did all the kitchen toys and pans and bowls and this and that and this and that and you name it in your house come from? So yeah, I can't tell you, but really, you really want to let go of those things that other people gave you. that, is bad energy, negative energy, unclean spirits, and stuff like that. Starlight used to pick up things on the side of the road all the time. Guess what I don't do anymore? I don't do that anymore. Why, Starlight? I know, I filled up my house before with a whole bunch of goodies on the side of the road. There goes Starlight with her brakes on her car, pulling over and like, oh my, look at that, that's beautiful. I'm dragging it in my car. I would bring it home, clean it all up, make it look brand new, or even fix it, spray paint it, or whatever I had to do. And it was in my house. But really, I don't know where that came from. I don't know what kind of energy those people had. And I know some of you are like, wow, I got a lot of stuff to let go of, if you do. Because you don't know if you picked up something on the side of the road and it had some negative energy in it, well, you're bringing that home, and you might not even have a clue what kind of effect that has in your home. And maybe you're not getting along with people in your house, and you're probably wondering, what's going on with our family? And not only the energy, that things like material value that you bring in your house that is not good to bring in, if it's from people that are toxic, toxic people, if they gave you gifts, you're going to want to let it go. But Starlight, I don't want, well, then you're going to have that negative energy in your house, because it's energy. It's all over. There's energy. The plants have there's things with plants, they have a different kind of energy. Animals have a different kind of energy. A tree, nature and all that is great. But when it comes to things, things that we collect, things that we bring in our house, things that we think that we can't. If I can let go of every single thing in my house, believe me, every single thing in my house, I don't even know if there's anything in my house. I have a few things in my car that I bought from a store. Now that is okay, but you gotta really be careful of the kind of things that you bring in your home. And this is when you clean your space, you're helping, to clear out your mind. Starlight did cleaning for years. I loved it. This is what a Virgo does. Some people might not like it if there's a full moon in Virgo, because that means, it's going to cause people to clean up, and they don't want to face that stuff. But cleaning things up and having it organized, that's what Starlight is professional at, is to clean and organize. I am very good at cleaning and organize. Did I say that? Yes. So, and you know what? That helps people think clearer. They can actually focus better. They can have concentration when their house is clean, and they feel better about themselves. It's a whole new energy that you're bringing in your house. So like I said, Starlight is working on the outside of my car, because people touch my car. I've had ladies touching my car, and they must have had negative energies touching my car, where, I had somebody in the middle of the night, rubbing against, doing stuff with my car. Well, why did that happen, Starlight? Well, because a negative force was touching my car before that. So Starlight wants to clean her car, clean it up really good, to remove any negatives, energies out of my car, pray over my car or whatever. But I'm going to feel a whole lot better, because living in my car, I have to, let go of things that are not, that's why now I'm not picking up shit unless I bought it from a store, where it hasn't been in somebody's house, and they didn't, somebody making an arts and crafts and they gave it to you, where their energy is so packed into that thing. Or even crystals, crystals, I had people that gave me crystals and beautiful stones. I had to let go of all those, that is really, you got to know your stuff when it comes to crystals and stuff. They, you got to be wise, and you got to be safe. Not only, to go through your house in each room. How about your kids? What kind of stuff are they bringing in? Where did that come from? Kids don't know any better. They need to understand things are not always good to bring in the home. And not only your house or your garage, your car, what do you got in your car? How dirty is it? Some people, they take really good care of their cars. Their cars are super clean, and, they don't really have anything. That's super. But who are you bringing in your car? You got to be careful of the kind of people you bring in your car. I used to pick up people even on my situation here, I don't do it anymore because I don't know these people. And if you're picking up people and putting them in your car, how heavy are they anyway? 400 pounds? You picked up a 400-pound person and put them in your car? No. When you like have people, maybe your relatives or friends or someone that is negative energy, and you put them in, it's like you invite them in your car. You're inviting that same energy in your car space, and that, when you're thinking and when you're trying to figure things out, things might not go good because that energy is still in your car. And that person that you picked up or you let them go in your car, is that energy is in your car, in your space. Not only it's good to clean out your space in your house, your car, your garage, it's also really wise to be mindful of the places that you go. Where do you go? Where do you spend your time? Are you hanging around with crowds of people? Crowds of people are not really, like, it's not the greatest thing to do. Even in the Bible, following the crowd is not good. It's the way to destruction. And you figure you don't know any of those people mostly, right? And sometimes you might know the people and might have a party to go to. What kind of energy are you putting yourself around? What kind of energy? So you do have to be careful of keeping your energy clean and clear. And also meditation is a good way to clear it out. Even breathing exercises that you can breathe in the air that Mother Earth has, and it's so healing for you, is to breathe in, that air, count for 4 in your headspace, hold it for 4, and let it out for 4. And that, you can breathe in positive energy and positive vibrations and breathe that in your body space and your being, and then hold it. And then when you blow out, you're blowing out, just think of negative energy, that you are when you're around anywhere. So every day you really got to be mindful of your energy and protect it as much as possible. And some of you are going to get this, some of you are not. It's depending on where you are, because a lot of times people just they just want things. They just want things, and it is sad letting go of things that that a toxic person gave you that, or a person that had negative energies, so be mindful of the kind of people that you spend time with. Are they, a negative kind of person that's negative, or are they positive? Do they inspire you? Do they help you out? Do they encourage you to do good things, or are they out there, always being negative? And like, there's people out there that they just want to point at your flaws, and they don't want to say anything good about what you're doing. Those are the kind of people that you want to let go of. They're the ones that are poison to us, is that we gotta, don't even give them any of your attention. Ignore those kind of people. Don't put them in your space. If they send you messages, you don't have to check their messages out. So I love you so much. This is Starlight. And so clean, clean, clean. Starlight loves to clean. It is so good. And I always feel better, when I clean. When I start the job, I'm like, yes, this needs to get clean, in and out of my car. And so today was that day it's a good cleaning day. It was a cool breeze here. So really, don't take this video lightly. Some of you just want to, if you are just, you don't want to let go of those gifts that somebody gave you, well, I'll tell you, you're holding on that negative energy in your space, and you could have different parts of that person in your house. You could have family problems in your house. Even your dog, and it sounds crazy, your dog picks up stuff, going to different places, and bringing that home in the house, so even if you have a dog, your dog can be capable, because it's going to meet all these other dogs, just like people, right? Now, if that dog, your dog could be a sweetheart, being a great dog, but if your dog's going around toxic other dogs, coming from toxic families or negative families, well, your dog is going to, rub up against that dog and bring that stuff home. And it sounds crazy, but this stuff is real. I love you so much. This is Starlight. You can give this video a thumbs up. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, you can leave a message down below, beep, beep, beep. And you can also share my videos with your family, your friends, a turtle and a snake. And you can also check out my playlist. Plus, you can find me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Ding the Starlight. I love you all. This is Starlight. Namaste. This is Starlight, love, light, and